How's it going, people? Liam Kedison here, and we're on episode number 16 for season 4 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is Who Are You? And I'm really looking forward with this episode. The last episode was just absolutely brilliant. And it's left us with a promising episode because Faith not only returned, but she also swapped bodies with Buffy. So there's going to be a lot of tension, I feel, regarding this episode. And I don't know, I'm expecting shenanigans to come around because a situation like this is basically asking for it, isn't it? And this season has had a few episodes filled with amazing shenanigans. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what does happen with this episode. So with that said, let's get into episode 16 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is Who Are You? Let's go.
Faith.
Joyce!
She's like that.
Oh.
Well, you know, she's a nut job.
I thought
just don't understand what could drive a person to that kind of behavior.
I thought Joyce's insight level was just
How
like,
do you know she got drove? I mean, maybe she likes being that way. Buffy. You can't do that. It's wrong. You can't do that. Because it's naughty. Because it's wrong. Because it's wrong.
I love this.
You can't do that. It's wrong. I'll kick your ass. I'll kill you.
And I really want you to meet them. But I just kind of like having something that's just, you know, mine.
Oh!
And I usually don't use so many words to say stuff that little, but a situation update. I am, you know. What? Yours?
Okay. Okay, yeah, the ship is sailing.
Let's move it. I want to get her in before she's 100%.
Oh! Oh! Wait! Oh god, it's these dweebs, isn't it? The Watcher Council. Bit drastic.
By order of the Watchers Council, you are being taken into custody until such time.
Your group sucks.
I bet I know what Faith would say to that.
Oh! Willow!
What you're saying is that
Oh!
everything's fine?
Don't.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you called us all here, because that information can never be conveyed by telephone.
What's up?
Well, I just thought it was best.
Don't do that again.
I'd never let her hurt you.
Things that we might have.
We were gonna light a bunch of candles and have sex near them.
Well, we certainly don't want to cut into that 7 minutes.
Hey.
Oh!
Lighten up.
And your eyes rolled up. I've got muscles you've never even trained.
No, not
I can
again!
Squeeze you until you pop like warm champagne, and you beg me to hurt you just a little bit more. And you know why I don't?
I get this chip out. You and me are gonna have a confrontation.
Count on it.
You walk in both worlds and belong to neither.
Quite the
I
kicker.
can relate. Come.
He's not wrong as well,
we have
is
a
he?
lot to talk about.
Oh my god. Adam should try being a therapist.
It's a wait.
She just couldn't get enough of old Oz.
She, said he,
What? You gonna get that sentence out sometime tonight?
Faith,
Buffy, right in the corner.
Yeah, well, she's gone now.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
This is it. This is what, like, Faith. Just her soaking in the, gratitudes.
Now, you unchain me very slowly and politely, or I kill this guy.
When we go on a job, we always put our affairs in order first, in case of accident.
Oh, shoot.
Collins! Sorry, Smithy.
Wow. Wow.
She's starting to bother me.
I mean, I'm not expecting anything else from the Watch Council, to be fair.
No, I mean, I don't think she's her.
Tara!
Well,
Tara!
a person's energy has a flow, a unity. Buffy's was fragmented. It grated
Tara!
like something forced in where it doesn't belong.
Right. I don't want to play.
Poor Riley. I don't know, but why is my mind going to that place? Probably because I ship them. Oh, God.
What do you want from her?
Should I not have?
This is meaningless.
Not to Buffy.
You're shaking.
Because she's not used to, like,
What happened?
this kind of, like, intercourse, is she?
Yeah, you're a killer.
I am not a killer. I am the Slayer. And you don't know the first thing about me.
You really care what I think?
God, she's tapping into the end of Buffy.
I don't care. God, I don't care.
Oh, someone's a bit conflicted.
Please.
Stop her, you punks!
Yes.
Ask me a question. Ask me anything.
Who's president?
We're checking for Buffy, not a concussion.
Oh. Yes.
Giles,
About
you
Buffy,
turned
not
into a
general
demon,
knowledge.
And I knew it was you. I mean, can't you just look in my eyes and be all intuitive?
How
Parallel.
did I turn into a demon?
When I had psychic power, I heard my mom think that you were like a stevedore during sex. Do you want me to continue?
Maybe to stop.
What's a stevedore?
All right, let's, I need you to explain everything.
And I will, after
That's
we
it.
get Faith.
Okay, that's how you know.
Will.
Oh my God.
Willow, wait. You don't understand.
You're Buffy. You and Faith switch bodies, probably through a draconian Katra spell.
On the condition of the parishioners still trapped inside, but their assailants have vowed to kill all of them if police attempt to storm the church.
You can be better than this, Faith. Come on.
It's hard to believe.
Come on, don't leave.
I've been avoiding this place for so many years.
Let's go to
and
church.
nothing.
I just come to pray.
Now's
Pray
the
and
time to
play.
start.
You're not gonna kill these people.
Why not?
Because it's wrong.
Oh my God, the thing she echoed in the mirror. Go on, Faith.
You're the Slayer.
The one and only.
Wow, subjective.
We can't. We've gotta. You don't understand.
Listen, you have to clear the area.
We have to get inside. Our families are in there.
Giles!
Our mothers and tiny babies.
You think we're afraid of you?
Oh, damn. Oh, impressive. Go, Riley.
It's okay, miss. Get yourself out of harm's way.
Riley, it's me.
Oh, poor Riley.
Never mind.
I have strength you couldn't dream of. Adam has shown me the way, and there is nothing.
Oh, boy. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Disgusting, murderous bitch. You're nothing. You're disgusting.
Oh, is she taking... Oh! Is she taking out her own aggression on... Oh. hates herself, doesn't she?
There was something. I should have picked up on it. I should have
You
just...
wanna know. Uh-oh.
You slept with her.
Hindsight? Didn't know. Oh, you can see the resentment there. Damn. It's just an interesting perspective to see how Faith is starting to resent herself, but hoy. Oh boy, do I have quite the discussion to go into with that episode, because that was possibly within the top 3 of my favourite Buffy episodes this season. It was absolutely... It was absolutely pivotal. We got some good development with not just Tara, but also her connection with Willow. The ship is sailing. Yay. But not just that, though, but Faith and her character as well. And oh my god, it was just a very, very superb episode. Eliza and Sarah absolutely smashed it in terms of playing each other. I thought Eliza did a fantastic job as Buffy, and vice versa. Sarah did a very, very good job playing Faith. They really captured the mannerisms, I feel, playing each other, and like you could instantly tell. Like I feel like we have soaked in the characterizations of Buffy and Faith enough to kind of be able to tell the difference between the pair from the very get-go, and that's what I felt. But it just shows how good of actresses that both Sarah and Eliza are. So yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting, like if whenever Faith does show up again, because now she's going through that change, and I do want to like focus on that change a bit more, like in terms of Faith's character, because I feel like there's still like there's still the journey that she needs to go through. There's still such a journey that she needs to go through in order to kind of cement that change, because especially during the latter part of this episode, this focused on Faith being more like Buffy. She was adapting her lifestyle kind of similar to like Buffy, like being in Faith's shoes in season 3. But I don't know, this had a stronger level, I feel, because Faith has been a tough cookie to break. Ice cream again. Good, you're an essential business, aren't you? Anyways, I'm ranting, but this is a more stronger like level, because like I said, Faith's been a tough cookie to break in terms of like trying to make her see the light. Like season 3, we had a couple of instances where characters tried to show Faith the light, and like Angel last season, he was almost there, but nada. So yeah, but it's so interesting how this episode like kind of put Faith on the right path, with there being multiple instances where Faith reacted, I guess, uncharacteristic in terms of her perspective. Like for example, she could have chosen a different perspective. She could have chosen a different path. She could have chosen how Faith would typically handle the situation regarding when Riley and her got it on, with Forrest, with the coverage. There are instances where Faith could have chosen a different, like could have chosen the path that she would typically choose, but she is so immersed into Buffy's lifestyle and the right path that she leads, that it's gotten to her head and it's gone in her thinking. And there was such power when she was beating on her own physical body and calling herself out like, "You're disgusting, I hate you." She was hating herself, and that was very, very powerful stuff. So I really thought that was really well done. But yeah, it was I just loved the change so much with Faith. It was great to see how the layers of the Faith that we've, I guess, known for like the past season started decaying, and a more lovable Faith, I guess, started creeping in. Faith started to adopt the life that Buffy leads, and it was just really, really good to see. Yeah, it was just really good to see, because there were plethora of opportunities that Faith could have chosen the path that she usually walks on. And she started acting a lot more like Buffy as time went by. So I just really, really loved it. So, and in a sense, I can kind of see that, like, maybe stretching it a bit here, but like I can kind of see that parallel with Adam and the vampires as well. Like, because there's like she's choosing a new lease on life, it seems. Kind of like how Adam's telling the vampires, you don't need to hide in the shadows anymore. Because of course they have such fear, like the vampires have such fear. And as he pointed out, there's such a paradox with them fearing death, even though they've got this chance to be immortal, but they have this tremendous fear about about the fact that they can confront people, and yeah, like they risk their like being confronting people, stepping into churches, etc. And Adam kind of revitalizes them. So I thought that was a very, very interesting angle for Adam to work with, like try to kind of revitalize the path for vampires, I guess. So yeah. And it's this new lease on life for the vampires. They are no longer hiding in the shadows. They are more like defiant, as we saw with the church scene and the hostages. So yeah, so like I said, it's a bit of a stretch, but I'm hoping you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this. Like, Adam's giving these vampires, okay, this new lease on life. Faith is taking on a new lease on life as well. So yeah, but before that, there was some very well. Funnily enough, I think it started when Faith was hanging around Joyce, of course, in the beginning, because we obviously know of the relationship with Faith and her mother. And I wanted to say it, but I didn't have the opportunity to say it during the reaction, that this is kind of a new feeling for Faith to have such a supportive and loving mother right there that she can literally hug onto. And I did start to suspect, okay, is there going to be feelings of admiration that Faith is going to pick up, because this is something that is basically foreign to her. So yeah, although I did have a quick hot second when Joyce said Faith, and I was like, wait, does she know this? So yeah, I thought like she was like, her insight levels were like out of this universe. So yeah, but yeah, and then I had a heart attack later on in the episode when we had that fake out of Faith stabbing Willow. So don't do that again, because my heart just, I think it skipped a couple of beats. So yeah, but some whoever's in, like, speaking of someone's insight going out of this universe, Tara, oi, considering that she's never met Buffy before, so it was a very, very interesting interaction, because Buffy hasn't even met Tara anyway, so this is going to be bad in terms of first impressions, because she was still maintaining the because Faith was still maintaining the obnoxious mannerisms, and she even ridiculed Tara. But I think what was interesting about that was Faith sensed something between Willow and Tara, and there was, of course, Tara finding out about the fact that Buffy is possibly not Buffy. So, and this is the thing, like, I really loved the development of Tara, not just with her connection with Willow, although I gotta say, when they were performing that spell, I'm sorry, but I couldn't help but think this was kind of like some kind of magical sex metaphor. So yeah, because it did parallel with Riley and Faith doing it. So yeah, but this is the thing. I'm keeping one eye on Tara because I'm still not forgetting about the fact that she discarded part of the ingredient of the location spell to find Adam in the other episode. And she played that off as if oh maybe the spell, like she played along with the whole maybe the spell didn't work thing. And I don't think she's evil per se. I mean, they could go down the route, she's evil, blah blah blah. Personally, I don't think... I think her confidence is a bit knackered, the poor Ben. Because I did make a comment about the fact that she was a bit anxious like Willow was in Season 1, when we first saw her in Hush. And she was kind of like sugarcoating her own abilities this episode when Willow was talking about the fact, Tara did this, so... And her personality, she's pretty anxious anyways, in general. So I feel like what's going on here is a case where Tara is not confident about her own abilities. And I get that. Like, I get that. Like, especially, like, regarding D&D. Like, I'm very anxious playing that. Because I feel like, one wrong move and I'm suddenly like I'm suddenly going to be like resented and all of that. So I get the fact that she might that she might have discarded her the ingredients of the episode because she was not confident, like this was something that was beyond her comprehension, maybe, I don't know. But I can sense that there might that her character in general and what she did discarding that ingredient, I think it does line up, and there's a bit of anxiety regarding her character. So yeah, that's what I feel. I don't feel like anything dodgy is going on. So yeah, maybe it's more so her anxiety, and she's pretty much anxious, and yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. So yeah, just watch. I'm just praying. I'm just clinging on to hope that she is evil, but no, I feel like it's more so about the fact that Tara's just an anxious little cherub, and Willow and Tara. Yeah, I love the ship. It's adorable. Like when that scene where Willow was was talking about the fact that I don't want you to be part of the Scoobies because I want something that I can call mine, really. And then Tara's like, I am yours. And I'm like, my heart. I'm done. Speaking of heart attacks, like I mentioned 5 minutes ago, there was a moment where I thought we were going to have a repeat of Something Blue when Faith approached Spike. And there was that flirting situation between the pair, and I was like, oh shit, here we go again. So, yeah, but I really loved this episode. It was just great to see the change start to blossom, if anything, for Faith. Which is... this is the thing, I kind of want Faith to stick around. I kind of wanted Faith to stick around because... It can be, I don't know, I just worry about the fact that it's so easy for Faith to snap into who she was, with her now being gone. and she's already starting to register the changes, but like I said, it's easy to snap back onto the path you walked on. So yeah, that's why, like, I want that, I don't know, that kind of redemption to kind of be permanent, to be concrete. So that's why I'm wanting her to stick around. So, yeah, but it was really, really good to see, like, the I guess you could say uncharacteristic responses that Faith responded to regarding Forrest, Riley, because that's the thing with Faith. She usually her mantra is basically slay and shag. And she has never felt like the sexual experience from someone that genuinely loves her. It's more so usage, isn't it? Like, using people. She's never experienced that, so she had that panic where Riley actually cares. I've never felt this experience before, so yeah, it was just really great to see some of the characteristics, some of the changes that, like, Faith displayed, and how she was getting consumed to, I guess, the life that she basically yearned for, because, like, this was it, like, people, like, loved her, like, she didn't feel like the black sheep. I mean, there was a reason to, because nobody suspected, but it was still a pleasant experience for her. Like, even when she saved that woman from that vampire, there was such a moment for Faith there that it was a surreal feeling. Someone actually thanked me. I've never felt it like this before. So, yeah. And the fact is that Faith has envied Buffy for such a long time that it's hard to see the difference between the right path and the wrong path. Like I said, people have come close to showing her the right path, like Angel, but it's been so hard. But I really, really loved, like, they could have, I mean, yeah, Faith did try to, like, I felt like Faith did try to discredit everything that Buffy had. But they could have gone the opportunity of not making it as meaningful as Faith having some kind of like moral crisis. So I really liked what they did there. I really liked the fact that we also had the Watchers as well when Buffy was captured. Of course, I'm thinking Buffy was that Faith was Faith at the time, and not Faith is actually, if Buffy's yeah, you get the idea. It's all timey-wimey confusion. Woosion, I don't know. But yeah, we had that bit as well. Watchers being garbage as usual. No surprise there. They have a no care policy, it seems. Not surprised. They get off to negligence, so water's wet. I'm already starting with the whole rant towards the council, so yeah. But of course, they are led to believe that Faith did, like, sully, like they did them wrong. But they still have no regard whatsoever. So, like I said, water's wet, and yeah. But I really liked the fact that Buffy approached Giles as well when she was free. Because I was low-key thinking, is she going to reach out like Giles tried to reach out to Buffy regarding a new man? And I'm glad they made that reference. And yeah, we had that scene. Okay, do something that only Buffy would know. And I liked the fact that she went back to Band Candy when we were shipping Giles and Joyce. So yeah. Anything to, like, it's so funny because Giles was like, okay, I'm convinced you're Buffy, okay, don't go on any further. So yeah, it was just really, really good stuff to see. And I would have liked to like possibly seen more of Sarah portraying Faith. Because it's one of those instances where the like actor like can have fun playing something different. So yeah, but it was well, I say Sarah playing Faith. I meant Eliza playing Buffy, should I say? Because we got a lot more of Sarah playing Faith than we did Eliza playing Buffy. And Eliza's a very talented actress. Like, I mean, she plays multiple personas with Dollhouse, doesn't she? So it's a fine representation about how good of an actress that she can be. She can switch to one persona to the other, and etc. So yeah, but for what we got, Eliza did a very good job playing Buffy. So yeah. But it was really, really good, this episode. I just loved it. And yeah, that was just very, very good. It was a solid, I will say it was a solid conclusion to the first part. Usually, like, there are a lot of cases I feel like regarding two-parters where the first part usually excels over the second part, and I felt like this was a good case of the second part being a solid continuation, like where part two was a nice step up to part one. This was one of those cases where I felt like, okay, part two definitely did have a step up. It was just so enjoyable, and like I said, it was great to see Faith start to have this kind of moral complex. So yeah, but it was a very, very enjoyable episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We have ships forming, woo, and yeah, awesome stuff. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!